Hi, I'm Lee Benz, the home scholar. And today I got a question from a mom who was asking, how do I teach high school? And so I thought I'd talk for a minute about, the different ways that we can teach when we have children that are in high school. One thing is that you can do it the way that you've always done it. When your children were in elementary or middle school and you're sitting next to them and you're helping them understand. To be honest, for some children that struggle with reading, it's okay for you to be reading aloud to them and helping them understand different things, or getting books on tape, or really any of the ways that you've been teaching them when they were younger. I would even say that if you found something that was effective when they were younger, if you run into a roadblock in high school, I would definitely go back and use those strategies again. So if you incorporated a lot of manipulatives when they were younger, you might want to do that when they're in high school too. But there's another aspect to that question. I think that often when people ask me how do they teach high school, what they're really talking about is how do you teach physics, or how do you teach calculus, or how do you teach French? And that's a bigger concern for people because generally we moms don't know calculus or physics or French. So let me talk to you a little bit about what that is about. One thing is you don't actually have to teach it, right? Because your goal is not to be the teacher. Your goal is for your child to be the learner. And so anything that they can do to learn the subject, that's what you want to be doing. So what it looked like in my homeschool was me not teaching at all because I was completely overwhelmed by the subjects. And so when my children had to learn something that I did not know and then maybe was not capable of learning, like calculus or physics, I made sure to get curriculum that was homeschool curriculum that my children could use independently. I made sure that they did it. I looked at them, oh look, there they are working on their science for an hour each day. And then I made sure that they did their assignments, maybe their biology labs or their daily work in math or whatever. So I made sure they did their daily assignments. I would usually have them check their own work during that day-to-day work. In fact, it was not uncommon for my sons to be sitting there with the questions and the answer key together, working it through. Try, look at the answer, try, like that. And then when the test time came around, I always made sure that it pretty much went with the day that I had to go grocery shopping. And I would take the answer key with me when I went grocery shopping, and I'd leave the test there for them so they had no way to get the answers. And they would work through the test. When I got home from shopping, I would bring in the answer key, and then often I would go through. To be quite honest, with some of the more difficult subjects, calculus, physics, trigonometry, even French and Latin, I didn't always know what the answer key meant. I only know how it was written in the answer key. And so their answers had to pretty much look exactly like the answer key in the book. Now, that may sound a little foreign and a little scary to people, but the truth is my children learned, and they learned and they went on into college and did really well in their college studies, even in science and math and French and Latin. So I know it took. So one of the things when you're homeschooling high school, remember that you don't have to teach everything. You just want them to learn the subjects. I hope that helps.